It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
That's taken in. It's Xavier again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 25 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Penix. pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The numbers for Brooks a week ago. 20 carries, 57 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Young will set to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Panthers.
Young going to give to Brooks. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they come into top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll go play action here with Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Ball start, offense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackled by Darrell Taylor.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Being chased out left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage on that play by A.J. Terrell. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now here's Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now that run good for 7 yards, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now Penix. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Young. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Young now. And this is caught by Evans. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Young to throw it. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The left side caught by Diggs. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. Young to throw it.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things.
And got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Brooks.
53 yards.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. You only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll throw with Penix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks set to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Young. He's going to let this one go deep.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. For the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 41-yard line.
To the air, Penix.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Penix. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now a give to Brooks running right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll run the draw with Brooks. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Here's Bradley Pena now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. Looking deep here from Mooney.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And Diggs has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down. Bradley Pena in punt formation.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth.
They are going for it. Penix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Young going to give to Brooks. He's got it to the 43 here.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Holding offense.
Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
But you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings. But at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brings up second down.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Diggs. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Penix from the gun. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first and 10, it's Algier.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And third and 8 now.
Brings up third and 8.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Young to throw it. Steps away to his left. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Young. Open man right side is Shark. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
4th down now after a loss of 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Penix working out of the gun here.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Once again, it's Brooks. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll run right here with Brooks.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
London holds this one in.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.